Hi, it's Malcolm here and welcome to another Dob or TTS Plus software update. There's a couple of things I want to go over in this video. One is the new features that I've added, or new filters I've added, but also about the AVg1 selections and how I'm using those with the bot, or the Greyhorse bot, so you can see how I've set it up and maybe some other things that you can do to make it a little bit better. So I had to close down the bot this morning before I got to record this. So what I did was quickly record the screenshot from yesterday where I had 21 winners in a row. So I'll overlay that somewhere in this video. But we'll come to that in a moment. So first of all, let's have a look at the two new filters, which are basically here. If I have one of those drawing tools, which I can never quite get right, it's these ones here. So basically we've got Dob PL rank and MRS rank. So we've already got Dob PL, which is up here, which allows you to select the runners by the amount of PL they've got. But on this particular occasion, what we've done is we've added it so we can see who's the top rank. So if I just show you that, if I just delete this a second, so taking Dob PL as an example, so if we want to see who has the best Dob PL, we can select that, and basically we can come down and see now some of these runners don't have Dob PL because they're maidens and no runners, but obviously others have. They're all ranked as 1 because there aren't any. The way to get rid of those kind of things is just, you know, select one with a number. I mean, you might want to go for positive PL anyway, so you could do that and get rid of all the runners that don't have a positive Dob PL. So in this case we've got all of these. So yeah, so basically we can kind of find the runners we want.
60 seconds.
The other thing we've got, sorry, I've got the Bet Angel in the background. The other one we've got is MRS rank. Now MRS is a rating of mine. I find that in TTS, which is, sorry, I'll spit out, which is this column here. So you can see that there are different values. Now, most people tend to think that any value over 8 or 9 or 10 or more is good for looking for Dob selections or trade selections. So I decided that basically we've got the figure, but we wanted to rank it as well. So again, if you look at TTS Plus, we have the MRS rating between 1 and 35. I'm not sure if it goes up as high as 35, but somewhere like that. But now we can just select by rank, so we can select the best rated runner. So they're the two updates. Now, we've had a lot of talk about the AVg1 selections and using them in different ways. So I'm just going to take this out, and what we do is we'll come over to here and we will select the AVg selections 1. So this is the first thing that we do is just select. So if we come down, we can see that there's a lot of selections here, and a lot of these selected because they haven't got any ratings, and I've had a couple of emails about that today actually. But the other thing I do is I take only 1 mile 2 furlong races. So that leaves us just with one other race in here, which is this one here, where again there's a lot. The way to get rid of this one is to kind of just change the score on average 1 if you want to. So instead of having 0, have 1. You can do it the other way around as well. Also, you can on this software you can also select UK races. Sorry, you can select use single runner races only. Now that doesn't actually show up here. Sorry again, it doesn't actually show up here, but it will show up on the bot link. If you use the bot link, it'll get rid of these races where there are 2 or 3 runners. You can do it that way. And also I always select UK races only. Now that will give you basically what I used, 1 mile 2 to 4 mile for UK races, and average 1 rank. That's basically what I use. Obviously you can do other things, as I said, but I tend to use just all of them. Okay, so that will create the link. Now you obviously want to save that link for later on, so you've got it every day. But what you do now is take the bot link, and we're going to go across to the server so I can show you over at the server the bot running, and I'll probably in the video now add in yesterday's trading so you can see that as we swap across. Okay, so this is now the bot on the server. You can see that today's races are loaded in. So as always, you need to put the link in server tips, the link that you got from the Dob Bot.
This event has been suspended.
The Dob Software, sorry, put that in there. There's no need to check every 1 minute. I don't know why I've put that in. You can check every few minutes or whatever, or with this, once the links are created at about 9:30 in the morning, it won't need to check again, so you can actually change that to 20 minutes or something like that. But let's have a look at the options, which are the main things. Now this is going to be the new version of the bot, which is 5.1.0.8, and it is still a beta version. And the reason it's beta is because, well, I explain that in the document that I give in the Greyhorsebot members area. So you know, you'll read about that. It's not that it doesn't work or anything, it's just that it's so new to the bot, and we've had to change the architecture, that I want people to understand that when they use the bot. Okay, now everything up here you know how to change, and I'm not going to go into that. The new feature is this starting price feature, which automatically takes out the odds trigger range. Now this is something else that we're working on, because obviously once you take out the trigger range, if you're using a system that uses trigger range, then that makes it difficult. Now Betfair don't normally allow you to do that, but there is a way around it. In the API they have kind of a way that you can actually kind of manipulate that figure, so we're working on that at the moment and seeing how well it works. But that is one of the new features that will come. Also at the moment you can't use other staking types, and we need to sort that out as well. So this is like a one hit stake and odds range. You can't do anything about it. You just take the starting price and take the Betfair SP. Obviously if you're laying, you want to be very, very careful with this, and we need to work on that. I mean, unless you know your lay system very well and it only ever selects low price runners and that kind of thing, then it's fine. But if you're using, you know, high price runners, you want to be very, very careful with the starting price setting. So at the moment we're only suggesting it be used, we're backing systems where you don't care what the price is. So all the rest of the things are set up. So let's go to the trading screen. So we need to enable trading. Trade in play, because we are going to trade in place, because we're taking the starting price. So as soon as the starting price comes along, the bet goes in play and it triggers off the free ticks. Now I'm going for free ticks, that's all I'm going for. I've explained why I'm doing that loads of times, and it's basically because it works. Okay, now you might want to go for more. The more you go for, the less likely sometimes you will get traded, and so the more losers you might have to put up with. But AVg1 does get some high price and often gets dobbed or half dobbed or something like that, so there may be something in that, but at the moment I'm going for free ticks because generally that works. So I've set that 60 seconds before. It doesn't really matter, as long as you set it to something just before the race, so the bet's put in into the race to say that this is a starting price bet, and Betfair knows that. So it doesn't matter when you put it in, basically, as long as you put it in before the off. Session, use the session bank. I always use sure odds, but that doesn't really matter because we're going to use whatever the price is at starting price. The only other thing I would do is go in running of not match, tick that one. It shouldn't really matter, but do it anyway, just to make sure. Obviously you can't paper trade trades, it doesn't work. So you either do live trading at very low prices. You should be able to bet under £1 with this, because the new stake on Betfair is £1. You should be able to bet under that as well with starting price. And that's basically the setup. Do that before you start the bot, because you need the bot to load in the races with all your details. And that's basically all it is. And the bot is all ready now to start betting. Just start it live trading. You can see that I'm live trading. My first bet is 2.15. And if we go back to the Dob Software, you can see the first bet is 2.15. And if I go back to the bot and remember that name, just double click on there, and you can see that that's the one. Its starting price is a back bet, and although there's a better price range in there, it won't matter, because it'll just give whatever the price range is. So it knows it's a starting price bet, and that's it. It's all ready to go, and all ready to start betting as soon as the times come along. Okay, so hopefully that's explained everything in my normal manner of explaining things. But yeah, basically, as I said, average 1 mile to 4 mile, well, whatever the top mileage is. You may want to change things like the number of runners if you're worried that, if it's a 2-runner race, you might not get the thing, that kind of thing. This is all down to, what do you want to do? I mean, I know tips to counts is a good one to go on, but I've just been testing AVg1 with these selections. I mean, I could take it back down to say 8 furlongs or 1 mile, but I haven't. You might want to do that. There's all those kind of little things that you can play around with, but so far, in fact, I'll show you the account. So this is just one of our accounts, one of our small ones, but I just want to show you the exchange profit and loss. So from yesterday I had a really good day of £4.27, and I started this on the 6th, which is pretty much 7 days ago. If we take that down to 09, so we get it from the start, but it's probably close anyway. You can see that I made £15. I started off with stakes of £1.05. And just a few days ago, I put them up to £1, a couple of days ago. And then yesterday, I put them up to £1.10. And then yesterday, I think I put them up to £1.20. Yeah, thereabouts. So, and you can see there was a lot of runners in that race that got matched. But yeah, £15 over, 6-ish days. Not too bad, I don't think. And I've put them up again today, so we will see what happens. But hopefully that gives you some sense of what's going on with the AVg1 selections, how you can use them between the Dob Software and the Greyhorsebot. Unfortunately, they are two separate products. You need the Dob Software and the Greyhorsebot. They're not integrated. But they are two ways of betting. You don't need to use the bot to do this. You can use your own version of a bot once you've got the selections, or you can do them manually. I don't think it would be very easy to do manually on the site. If I think about it, we basically, because we need to do the SP bet, which would be this one here, and place the bet. We need to watch it. As soon as the BSP is given in play, we then need to drop the price by 3 ticks and then place the trade. Or what you could do, to do the cash out box. If they allow you to do that, then you could probably just set it for whatever you think the profit should be that you're going for. So a 3 ticks might be only 10 pence, or depending on what stake, but you'll kind of get used to what it should be roughly. So you could do it that way. But if you've got multiple bets on, I think that's going to be quite difficult to do. So I would use either trading software or try and use a bot if you can to do it. And try and use a Greyhorsebot if you can, which is what I would suggest, obviously, because it's our bot. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, thanks for watching, and goodbye.